Hi guys, so today let's talk about summer style laws for theatrical romantic body type. If you're new to my channel, I'm gonna leave the link on my Kibbe body types playlist down below. If you think you are theatrical romantic, you are probably smallish, you are delicate in facial bones, delicate in body bones. Plus you have some soft flesh. Normally you are not muscular and not angular. If romantic is the softest type, theatrical romantic has some sharpness and it's in the bones. First let's talk about dresses. Dresses are best when they're narrow and with waist. Sleek dresses normally look good on them. Of course it depends on fabric, on overall configuration, because from my viewpoint, very sleek bodycon dresses that drapes very easily, that stretches around the body very much. To me it's not elegant on anyone, but theatrical romantics are just the ones that can pull that off more than other types normally. A-line dresses and girly dresses normally look nice, but the best dresses still for them would be something rounded but narrow from the waist. So waist emphasis for them is essential. If they don't have any waist emphasis, the dress should be very, very narrow. Because I can't imagine them wearing 60s twiggy dress. Short, slightly trapeze, quite narrow and stiff. But still their delicacy, their softness will speak louder in this case. So it's better when they accommodate their narrow curves. Nobody there slightly curvy, kind of narrow hourglass. High-waisted dress, if it has very bouffant skirt with loads of big drapes and ruffles, they can get lost in that because their bone structure is very delicate. So for them, probably something narrow would still be better. If they have high-waisted dress and then small drapes, it's better than huge drapes. If they have small ruffles or mid-sized ruffles, it's a bit better than huge ruffles. But again, it depends on where it is on the dress and how it's made. Because sometimes when it's a trumpet skirt, for example, it has big ruffle on the bottom that looks very elegant on them. This is the type that can pull that off beautifully. So in general, something trim, delicate, and slightly sharp is always better on them. They might not look their best in something huge oversized, first of all. They will get lost in that. They're too delicate for that. Also, if they have some oversized avant-garde prints, that is same thing. It will distract from their delicate bones and delicate beauty. Also, dirty print is not for them. They normally don't look very good with some punk styles, dirty styles, something too untidy, too unshaped. They need ornateness. They need to be delicate and trim. For example, if they're wearing flowy dress that is too big, too long, too bouffant, even if it's their size, they can get lost in it just because the shape itself is very big. So if they choose again something trimmer, that would be better. But again, a little bit bouffants here and there, it's normally good for them because they're quite plump. They have some softness on top of their delicate bones. So just check for the size itself. If everything is huge and big, then they can get lost in it. If they show their delicacy, whether it's their wrists or waist or ankles or their knees, they can pull off bigger things. And if they're wearing that huge dress, if they're wearing chunky platforms or chunky shoes with that, again, they will get lost in it. It will be too rough for them. They need something a bit more delicate. Shoes as well. If it's more wedge platforms, more narrow, then it will be better because it will be more delicate on them. Another dress that is not the best for them is something without any waist emphasis and slightly on the wider side at the same time. And in this case, whether it's very short dress or longer, or the longest, or very long, it's not gonna look good on them just because, again, they're gonna get lost in that because they're very trim and delicate. Low-waisted dresses sometimes is just not their vibe. It just depends on many things. Fabric of the dress, whether it has ruffles on the bottom, what kind of ruffles is that, and many things like that. But normally, low-waisted dresses, they give us vertical line. Normally, these ladies don't look very well with long vertical line. They need to break this line visually with some belt here or with some waist emphasis. If they're wearing top and skirt, basically same rules as about the dresses. If the skirt is sitting slightly higher, then it's a bit better if it's not bouffant skirt, but slightly narrower, for example, tulip skirt or pencil skirt. That looks normally amazing on them, or just narrow straight skirt. Or the skirt can be flowy, it just would be a bit better if it has smaller drapes or no drapes at all, and is just relaxed and is going down freely like that. If skirts have different cuts in them, that looks amazing because normally theatrical romantics are slightly smallish, so every time they show their leg, it gives them that soft vertical diagonal. It gives lightness to their silhouette and is not dragging them down. We're not talking today about prom dresses, but I will just give you one little example here. Selena Gomez is theatrical romantic. So recently she was wearing that kind of dress on the red carpet, and many people said this dress is strange, why they chose this dress for her. I think I know why, because I think Selena was sick recently and she gained weight, and when theatrical romantics are gaining weight, they normally gain weight everywhere in their body, their face gets plumper, even their neck, their chest, their arms, their waist, their hips, their legs, everything. Mostly their chest and hips. So I think they thought that if they add some huge objects to her outfit, then she automatically will look smaller and trimmer, which is not the case. Theatrical romantics are always theatrical romantics. They always have same bone structure, same delicate bones. So no matter how much weight you gained, if you are a theatrical romantic, you will still look slightly alien and something extremely bouffant and big. Now let's talk about top and bottom. T-shirt, cami top, short or blouse, and jeans, short or pants. Tops are best when they're delicate, not boxy, not too oversized, not hanging on them. If they're hanging on them, it's better if it's in a delicate way. They look good with some drapes. The drapes should be small and it should be very tidy looking. Not like that thin stretched cotton. Something made with silk, something that keeps its shape. With some draping would look great. Without draping also will look great. If you're going for a blouse that is very bouffant, it has lantern sleeves, for example, or quite big here, has ruffles, then probably you want to go for something narrower on the bottom. Or just choose some delicate things, delicate shoes to balance this out, because sometimes when you're going for something very wide and too prominent, then it's just not looking classy on you. Better at least one piece should be delicate and narrow. Jeans are best when it's slim jeans, first of all. Of course, straight jeans would look nice too. If the jeans are very wide, then balance it with something trim and narrow on top, with something structured. If the jeans are wide, then it's best if the butt sits properly and not very relaxed and big too, because otherwise it will give that very slouchy and untidy effect on you. Basically, jeans will just look like it's several sizes bigger than you are. Just choose jeans that are sleek on your butt and then going wider on the bottom, or opposite, slightly relaxed on your butt and then going narrower. Jeans and pants that are ankle length will look very elegant on these ladies. I don't recommend wide and boxy jeans, boyfriend jeans, jeans with low waist and very heavy bottoms, or very heavily ripped jeans. I think all that doesn't look elegant nearly on anyone, but especially on theatrical romantics, just because of their extra delicacy. Pants, same thing. If they are wide to the floor, that looks normally very elegant on them. It looks very expensive, it looks all together. So in this case, better if they're wearing high heels or wedge platforms or something underneath. So just to lift them up a little bit. And also wear something nice and trim here on top. If they're wearing blouse that is slightly relaxed and bouffant at the same time, so best if jeans are maybe not high-waisted, normal-waisted also would be fine, but waist and hips, especially top part of the hips, would be sleek. If this middle part will be sleek, so this is gonna be that savior, because in this case here it will be slightly bouffant or relaxed, and on the bottom it will be wide, so we won't see your ankles. So in this case our only one little savior is our waist area. Top is best when it's tucked in into the pants or skirt. If it's not tucked in, then it's better if it's slightly cropped and finishes approximately at these top bones of your hips, not longer. It's not necessarily gonna mess with your proportions, but it just will look not tidy for you, because everything that is trim is the best for you. As far as lately, oversized clothes is much more popular than sleek clothes. I have kind of like that oversized formula for each type. For theatrical romantics, they have three most important things when they are wearing everything oversized. First thing is waist emphasis is essential for them. Second thing is having cropped, whether cropped on the bottom and on top, or just on top at least. If they have long wide pants on the bottom. I'm not theatrical romantic, but I'm also smallish, so I always trim my pants, and lately I got a couple of pants that are quite wide, and normally I would never get that. Sometimes I roll the pants up to my ankle, but I don't like it. To me, it still feels and looks not tidy, for me personally, so I prefer to cut it and sew it myself. So like I did with these white jeans, they were very long, and I cut approximately that length, and I normally measure where the thinnest part of my ankle is, and this is how short I like my jeans to be. So when I go for something wider, this is how that looks. And then in this case, whether I wear flat shoes or I wear chunky platforms or I wear high heels, it changes the vibe of the outfit, but it's not changing my proportions too much, and it's not making me too heavy. If my pants were not shortened, then I would look heavier. And back to the oversized formula for theatrical romantic. So first thing is waist emphasis, second thing is cropped things, whether just cropped top or cropped top and cropped bottom, and third thing is delicate heels. If we talk about delicate heels, there are loads of things. There can be kitten heels, there can be higher heels. It just depends on what you used to on a daily basis. Maybe something most comfortable for summer casual style would be narrow beige wedge platforms, not necessarily very high, or wedge platforms that is your skin color. This would help you a lot with any outfit, and especially with oversized everything. Sneakers and dress, definitely yes. If dress is delicate and it's shorter and it has waist emphasis, and sneakers are delicate too, not very wide and chunky and huge. If you show your ankles, that would be best. Just in general, for theatrical romantics, delicate shoes look better than huge and chunky. Go for wedge platforms, go for different kinds of sandals. Theatrical romantics can actually look very nice with ballet flats. So if you wear something very narrow on top, for example, pencil skirt or narrow dress or dress with a tulip bottom, knee-length, then ballet flats can look amazing on you. And of course, you should choose something more stiff, not super soft, because super soft doesn't look elegant on anyone. It's not flattering for any legs. It will just look like you're walking barefoot. Go for stiffer ballet flats. Save this video for yourself, because these laws don't work just in 2023. It will work many years from now. It doesn't matter what trends we have, it will work. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.